So she's Kashish Gaur, a ghostwriter and personal brand expert who has been absolutely killing out on LinkedIn with over 21K followers. So most of you probably know her. So today's session is all about how writing and ghostwriting builds authority, attract clients, and grows a brand. And trust me, you're gonna walk away with amazing insights. So grab your notes and pen and let's start our sessions. So, Kashish, you can now start.
Yeah, thanks. Hey everyone, I'm really excited for the session today. And thank you for the warm intro and for showing up. I know your time is valuable. Okay, so today we are going to talk about something that honestly helped me and my clients to, like grow faster, connect deeper, show up stronger, and, build a good credibility. And that's none other than writing, like when whether you are a coach, you are a service provider, you are a solopreneur or a content creator, writing is like a superpower. And ghostwriting, that's just the behind scene magic that make it sustainable and pura jadoo type with writing. Now if we talk about why writing matter to us, even if we are not a writer, so I say writing is not just for authors. So okay, if I'll ask you a quick question, when someone checks you out on online, what do they see? I mean, chances are they see your words, your content, your post, your website, or maybe your DM. And that's why I'm saying that writing is not just for authors or creators. It's for business owners, it's for coaches, designers, freelancers, and even agency founder, because we all have to write on LinkedIn and show up. Otherwise, our game is not going to happen. Now, because when you are writing, you do three important things. Number one, you explain what you do with clarity, with all the clear instruction and with all the, everything is clear. Second, you show up your personality with your connection. Whenever you are doing a storytelling, you try to connect to your audience on equal level. You are trying to connect on a human level, and which can't be done with ChatGPT or something. So you are showing up your personality. Number three is you build a trust even when you're not online, even when you haven't met that person in real. You might connect with a person who is sitting in a USA and you are here in maybe in Delhi or maybe somewhere in India or something like that, but you might connect with that person. So that's what I'm saying, that it builds trust even when you're not in a room with that person or even when you're not online. But your online presence, which is on LinkedIn, it really helps you out with connecting, with building personality, and with building trust and authority here. Like in a world full of noise, writing is, what makes people pause and remember you even when you're not around them. Now, if I'll talk about, what is ghostwriting and what is not. So, like, let's burst a very big myth here. Ghostwriting is not about pretending to be someone else. It's not about being fake, and it's definitely not cheating. Ghostwriting simply means you have the idea and someone helps you put it into the words. Like it's like having a personal trainer for your voice online. I have worked with founders, coaches, and experts who have brilliant work, knowledge, and everything, but they don't just have the time to post it with clarity and the headspace to write every week, because of course they have the other stuff to do now. And that's where we as ghostwriter comes in. It helps you when you hire a ghostwriter, or when we work as a ghostwriter, we help them show up consistently even without burning out, or even without flexing that okay, this is not that person, this is not a founder and they have hired someone, something like that. Now you say the voice, they have the voice and everything, we just become the pen. For example, if there is a social media manager, that person is very visible, they know this account has been managed by a social manager. But when you are a ghostwriter, people don't know that this account has been managed by someone, or this is not a person who is writing, is there is someone who is ghostwriting. Even I mean, name me, we are the ghost one. So yeah, so no, and of course it's not something that is unethical. In fact, it's like one of the smartest thing you can do if you are scaling. Like you just have to focus on your work, and there will be a person writing behind your work, and you just have to tell them what to do, and the ghost writer will do the work. Now, if we talk about the outcomes which we get from the ghost writing, I mean, let me give you a quick real world example. So if you can see how, if you want to see how powerful this is, like this ghost sighting, I'll just wait. I'll just share my screen and we'll take you through some example which I have posted on my profile. Wait. Um, yeah, is my screen visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah. So if we'll go there, what I've been helping my clients with, I'll just go to picture. Yeah. So this is the type of result which we get. The founder who wasn't not at all active, not at all, don't know how to be consistent and all that stuff, has insane results. And if they'll see the insane result, we'll also get, at the end paid, or we'll have a good name that okay, this person is a good ghost writer. We have gone from 0 to 6K in like weeks. Like we started from June 19, and this is the result we have got on June 25. So it's like within a week. The kind of impression we can get from, for example, the founder was not even active on LinkedIn, but now this is the result he has been getting. That founder might be so rich, might be very knowledgeable, but at that time she was not having any kind of online presence, and no one knows okay, who is the person behind this company or something like that, or maybe agency, whatever whatever we take the example. So but when she show up on LinkedIn, or maybe we reach out to him that okay, you have a very good brand, but by showing up online you can do this and this. So this is the kind of impression they can get, which will not only help them in their personal branding but also their company, because while we are writing about them, while we are helping them, this also helps their company, because at the end we are also promoting their company. This is the impression, and this is the type of engagement they got. While now you can say that okay, we don't know anything about that person and all that stuff. So what basically happen is we take a ghost sighting we take a ghost sighting form, we give it to that person. Ghost site onboarding form, sorry, onboarding form consists of questions like what is your tone, what type of audience you want, who is your target audience, something about a company, just to know that person. Because at the end, ek bar, we don't know that person personally, of course. That person might be from US or might be from Canada, any place it can be. So now we don't know that person personally. So what we do is we take, we give this form to that person, we try to know them personally, then we analyze it, create a persona, and that's how we try to make a post on their behalf. So this is how we can copy their voice and act like them in their voice and do everything, because it's their profile and not our profile. So we can't write in our voice. So if we'll do this, write their work and their voice and their performance in their voice, this kind of engagement, this kind of impression is what we can get. Now coming back to our topic, wait, let me just stop sharing. Yeah, so this is the kind of result we have been able to drive. There can be a mindset coach, it can be a service provider, it can be another client. We have been able to get so many inbound lead from our writing, from writing a post for our client ourselves, starting from very first month. We have been even I haven't done outreaching yet. I've never reached out to the person saying, okay, hey, I do the ghost sighting thing. Will you love to work with me, or please give me the work? No. What I have done is I've just showed up online. I've done, I have been real on this platform. That's what I have done. People reached out saying, okay, I like this performance. Can you do it this for me? And yeah, that's one of the best thing when you don't have to do the outreaching thing. uh, I'm not saying outreaching is wrong or something, but I'm just, yeah, because at the end, inbound lead only comes like, it totally depends on the number of followers you have. For example, if I'm getting 3, 4 leads in a week, you might with someone with follower of like 2 3, he might not get that much. So it outreach is good, but yeah, getting someone from inbound is like you don't have to explain that person that how it is working, because that person has read your comments, read your post, read everything about you, saw your profile. So we don't have to explain that much. Now, this is the outcome which we have got. Coming back to our next topic, that is, should we write for our, should we write ourselves or, take help or get help? To answer this, I'll say, now many of you may be wondering, कि, okay, खुद से लिख सकते हैं, or we should hire someone, or maybe if you are not wondering, and you go to someone, you go to a founder, and they ask this question, okay, why should we hire you and not write ourselves? Now, here's how I break it down. So, if you love writing and have time, go for it. You should not take help with chat gpt or something like that. You just, if you love writing, just show up online. It's not like you have to be perfect. I mean, being perfect is a myth. Even I'm not perfect. I write hindi english, a mix of it. I write english. There are few people who just write english. There are few people I've seen who make videos just in Hindi, and people thinks कि okay Hindi को नहीं adapt करना चाहिए, but they get million of views even on LinkedIn. So now it's not like there is something like being perfect. No, just be you, because everyone is unique in a way. So if you'll be you, then it will, I mean, there can be so many kind of, if someone is writing and copying my content, they can be Kashish, but they can be that person who they are in real life. So if you love writing, just show up online. Don't take any kind of help. Yeah. So, but help, I'm not saying you cannot even take a course or take a guide. Go ahead, take it, learn how to structure, learn how to write a post, learn how to do things. But if you wants to do it yourself, do it yourself. Second one is, if you are good with ideas but short on time, get help with writing. Like if you are a founder, if you are a coach, and you have very good ideas about how to write, you like love writing, but you don't have the post, then you should go for a ghost writer, or maybe just a content writer. That I have this idea, just write out the post. I'll handle other things on my own. Third is, when if you are a writer yourself, you can even offer ghost writing as an high income skill. Like if you know how to write properly, you have time, you're writing for yourself also. Like for like example, me, I have time because I took a gap year. So this year I had a very good time. I wrote for myself, I wrote for my clients, and it has become a very high income skill for myself, even at the age of 18, and it's going kind of well, that's good. So yeah, if you are a coach or a creator, ghostwriting help you scale without losing your voice. It's not like you'll sound fake or something like that. Even if even if you have this doubt that okay, I love writing, but मैं लिखूं किस बारे में? I'll say have a niche, just one niche. Start with one niche. Don't mix out. People should know कि okay, if I'm talking about ghostwriting, I should go to Kashish. If I'm I want a content creation expertise, I should go to this person. If I want a person for a good design, I should go to this person. This is how having a niche works out, because you have to show up the expertise in one particular niche, and then once you have that expertise and people know that you have the expertise, then you can uh, maybe go to another niche, or divide it in other parts and other that stuff. But start with having a one niche. How to find that one niche is, create something like, okay, I love writing about, for example, my college or the lessons I've got from my college. Okay, so I have this one of the person with whom I'm taking this, with to whom I'm giving the session. This girl is writing about the intellectual knowledge which she have got from her grandparents, and she wants to share this knowledge to Gen Z, and the vice versa. Like the knowledge grandparents have got from Gen Z. So like हमने अगर अपने दादा दादी को maybe meme देखना सिखाया हो, अगर हमने उनको टेक सिखाया हो, अगर इंस्टाग्राम कैसे चलाते हैं ये सिखाया हो, या दादा दादी ने हमें बताया हो कि बेटा एग्जाम से पहले तुम घी शक्कर खा लो या नीचे बैठ के खाओ बिकॉज इट हेल्प्स इन डाइजेशन और इट हेल्प्स इन गुड posture, something like that, which is a very unique niche. When I heard it first, I was like, okay, ऐसा भी कोई niche type है, but it is a niche. So it's not like you have to choose in like few things only that you either be a ghostwriter or you either be a content creation. No, I've seen a dietitian on my feed writing daily about the things like, okay, you can eat this, you can eat this. So anything can be a niche. Anything you are okay with writing, anything you are comfortable with, anything you love writing about or reading about, researching about can be your niche. Just start with. Don't wait for a perfect time, perfect topic. There is nothing like that. If you'll wait, you'll lose the opportunities, because if you start from now, I think if most of you are a teenager or something like that, you have a very good time, because जब तक हमारी जॉब की एज आएगी we will have a good CV. बट अगर हम जॉब की एज की उम्र में we will start with LinkedIn and we don't know and still we are scared कि what to do, how to do and all that stuff, will kind of get late. I'm not saying uh, very late, it's never too late, but yeah, when you have time, why lose the opportunities? Now, coming back to another topic, if I'll talk about my 5 step system for great LinkedIn writing, or how do I write or something. Uh, okay, so now I want to give you what a peek onto into what I write or what system I use, whether I'm writing for myself or ghostwriting for a client. This is what I do. So you can write it down. It's like a 5 step system. Step one is a voice extraction. What I do is like I ask questions like what you believe in, what lesson you have learned this week, or what would you tell your past self. So it's like a onboarding form, which I have told you before. It's like knowing them better. What I also do is, for example, there is a content pillar thing which we will get to know in the step 4, but just giving a small intro that if we are having if we have to write like 5 times in a week, we have 4 content pillar. We can write on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday about the 4 content pillar one by one. On the fifth day, what I personally do is I go to my client, I ask them what exactly happened, or something happened in your company, something happened with your employee, anything happened at a dining table which you think can be a good storytelling, because I personally think storytelling is a very good thing to connect with your people, because people can write content with chat gpt and sound like Jasmine Alec or etc Vedika Bhaya, etc. But I think when we are writing a storytelling post, it's like something which can't be written from copywriting, because only we know what happened at that dining table, what happened with our client, what story we had, and all that stuff. So only we know. So I think storytelling is a very good way to connect with people, and in a human level, not in a AI level. So I think yeah, that's the very good way, and you will see insane result, a very good result when you will try with storytelling. I think you should give it a try for like 1 or 2 times in a week. Coming back to step 2 is a clarity mapping. Define what you want to be known for, and not just I help XYZ, but this is what I stand for. No. So this is what I told you abhi thode der pehle, that have a clear niche. People should know, okay, I have to follow this person for this reason. Now, what how you can do this is, when you're creating a banner, write that, for example, if I'm a ghostwriter, that thing should be visible with my banner, with my headline, with my about section, and through my post as well. So this is how you create that expertise. Whether you are writing a content, share your knowledge, share your lessons, share your mistakes, share your client story, and that's how you build expertise. People should know that, okay, this is how this person is doing, this is what this person is doing, this what is happening with him in a week. Now, after the step 3 is writing, how to write a post. It's like a hook, story, value, and then CTM. Hook is like it's the first line that comes up, and then it comes like see more. That line is a hook. It can be a questionable thing, it can be a factual thing, it can be a very shocking thing, it can be a negative thing. You just have to get the attention of the reader. For example, if I am writing about personal branding and I have a very good knowledge, people are following me for personal branding. What I can do is, if I that my hook can be, if I'll have to start from scratch, this is what I would have done. So now people who are following me for personal branding and they want to start from scratch, they will of course click on see more and will see, okay, if I have to start from scratch, or if she is starting from scratch and she have reach out to this level, what exactly she have done. Or if I talk about negative, it can be like, I am leaving LinkedIn because this might create a curiosity, because people might be like, okay, why someone is leaving LinkedIn, or what happened, and something like that, and you can go ahead with this. Hook can be of many type. If you want, I can give you the templates, or anything if you want for hook, because I do have a template. You guys can reach out to me on DM. I'll share the same thing. Now coming to next part, while writing a post, the hook and the story. For example, if I wrote that, okay, if मेरे को scratch से start करना होता तो मेरा ये hook होता, उसके बाद story आता है that okay, मैं पहले ये करती, फिर ये करती, फिर ये करती. This is the story. Between a story, or even while writing a storytelling, you have to provide a value, because even when I said write a storytelling post, it's not like you're just starting. Okay, I had a fight with a friend. She said this. I said this. No, not this storytelling. I'm not talking about this. This is for your best friend or your partner. Don't share this on LinkedIn. With value, I'm saying, if there is a story which has any kind of value, or for example, if I again go to that girl which is sharing a grandparents and Gen Z stories, that she can write a storytelling about, okay, while sitting with my grandparents, while spending time with my grandparents, I had this convo that, why do you always say that I should eat ghee shakkar while leaving the house for any good things, or something like that. So this is like a valuable thing. So maybe if when I am sharing the things, that okay, मेरे को scratch से start करना होता, so this is a hook, and I'm sharing the steps. Now these steps have to be valuable. Only then people will follow me. अगर वो ऐसे लिखा हुआ है कि अच्छा यार तुम स्टार्ट कर लो, तुम ये कर लो, परफेक्ट टाइम का वेट नहीं करो, वो सबको आई थिंक अब पता है कि ओके ओके, but yeah, pata hone ke baad they're not following it. That is another thing. So that can be a reminder. But if I am writing a strong book, okay, this can be a roadmap, then I have to be valuable, knowledgeable, then only person will read my post. Also one more thing you should take care while writing a post is, do not write paragraphs are not readable. Write in like, for example, you wrote a heading, then you can explain it in 2 lines, then you again wrote a heading, and you're explaining it, again 2 3 lines. This is how you can do it. While posting, you should read your post. कि अगर मैं कोई थर्ड पर्सन होता, क्या मैं सी मोर पे क्लिक करता, क्या मैं इस पोस्ट को पढ़ता, क्या ये मेरे लिए वैल्यूएबल होता, then only go for it and post it. Now comes the CTA. CTA is like a call to action. It's the full form. CTA basically helps in engaging with people. How it helps is asking a one word question. For example, was this post helpful? Or even if you're not getting any kind of CTA, you can write, okay, I wrote this post at 9:14 and आपने कौन से time पे पढ़ा. You can be like, if अगर आपको अपना पर्सनल ब्रांड एक वर्ड में सम अप करना होता तो क्या होता, बिकॉज if person wants to engage with your post and they like your post, they will be like, okay, इसका अब मैं summary लिखूं या something that can be a boring if that person is not really into commenting. But if you'll ask, CTA में, if there is a one word thing, they will write it. I mean, that's just a one word. Okay, मेरे को ये लगता है मेरा पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग का अगर मैं सम अप करूंगा तो मेरा ये होगा, ये वर्ड. दैट्स सिंपल. उसमें कुछ ना कुछ झोल नहीं है, कुछ इतनी तकलीफ नहीं लगेगी. इट्स काइंड ऑफ सिंपल. So this is what CTA, and I think you should write a CTA because it really helps in getting a comments and having engagement, good type of engagement के लिए you should also engage with other people so that they also come to you, because one side यहाँ नहीं चलेगा. So yeah, coming to step 4 is pillars. Pick 3 4 core topic. For example, if you're टॉपिक, इफ योर नीश इज अबाउट गोस्ट साइटिंग, उसमें से कोई भी 3 4 कोर टॉपिक उठा लो. अगर कमिंग अगेन, इफ वी विल टेक दैट पर्सन एग्जांपल ओनली, इफ शी is sharing knowledge about that niche which I shared, her content pillars are like, number one is ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स ने जेनजेड को क्या क्या सिखाया. तो इसमें कुछ भी हो सकता है, उनके वैल्यू, उनके लेसन, उनका सब कुछ. जेनजेड ने ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स को क्या सिखाया, दैट कैन बी टेक सिखाया है, मीम्स देखना, मीम्स समझना, इंस्टाग्राम चलाना, फेसबुक चलाना, रील चलाना, रिकॉर्डिंग समथिंग, एंड मे बी उनको नहीं पता था कि लिंक्डइन पे या ऑनलाइन हमें जॉब्स मिल सकती है, तो वो भी बताना. दैट इज समथिंग वो जेनजेड ने सिखाया है. थर्ड कैन बी द वैल्यूज और समथिंग स्ट्रेंज विच is not scientific. I mean, ghee shakar khana is not something which is scientific, but grandparents do, or people in our family do. So this is not scientific, but these are the values. Fourth was like the storytelling. So these are like 3 4 core topic which you should use, and these are like the content pillars. So now while writing a post daily, you will be very clear that on Monday I have to write about this topic, on Tuesday I have to write about this topic. Because when I'm talking that okay, Gen Z or जेनजेड ने ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स को क्या सिखाया, इसमें बहुत सारे टॉपिक है भाई, तुम इतने सारे लिखोगे, यू विल हैव अ इनफ अमाउंट ऑफ कंटेंट विद यू. एंड इवन अगर आपको इन सारे टॉपिक से नहीं मिल रहा है, you'll scroll your feed, वहां पर भी enough type of content you'll get only if you have a very good feed. For example, अगर मैं कॉमर्स फील्ड से हूँ, और फॉर एग्जाम्पल लेट्स जस्ट से मैं कंटेंट क्रिएशन की फील्ड से हूँ, और मेरी फीड में लोग जो हैं वो you know some someone who is in science, someone who is in engineering, ऐसे type है, that feed is not going to help me. Then in that case, you should clear your feed, follow relatable people, follow people who are your target audience, and etc. Now the step 5 is consistency. Consistency, you can use tools like Notions to store ideas, Grammarly for edits, and your batch your post weekly. So what exactly I do is, whenever I get an idea, I write it on Notion, edit it, and then write it on LinkedIn. What sometimes I have done this, like, I'm not saying that it's good, but what I have done this, that जैसे for example मेरा post 8:30 जा रहा है, तो at 8:25 I'm writing that post. That is very unprofessional, but what I think is post ना जाने से अच्छा is post कोई भी जाना. But it's not like कोई भी जाना, that should be valuable. Yeah. So yeah, so when you have those ideas on Notion, you can quickly write those posts. And if you think that your English is not that much good, because it's very okay. People in South don't have that much knowledge. I'm saying that much good English, because their native language is Tamil, or maybe Chennai people, or etc etc. So they might not be having that much good English. Or people who are young, people who are like 14 15, if they are not having, you can use Grammarly. That's not an issue. You don't have to be like, oh my god, nah, that's not a big deal. No one is focusing that much. So yeah, it's these were the 5 steps. It's a simple system, but it keeps content stress free, and I'll say high quality, valuable, and you'll also feel stress free, because you don't have to be like, okay यार, क्या लिखो. मतलब एक दिन बैठ के कंटेंट पिलर्स बना लो, अपने आइडियाज लिख लो, कोई रैंडम मिलता आइडियाज तो लिख लो, एंड सीधा पोस्ट बनाओ. पोस्ट बनाते हुए हुक, स्टोरी और वैल्यू सीरिए का ध्यान रखो. दैट्स सिंपल. So now don't be like, okay, chalo. Yeah. So now if I'll have to sum up this, I'll write, like, if I'll have to share the tips for writing a story, start writing or something like that, if you haven't started yet, but if you're planning to start on LinkedIn. Okay, so now you might be thinking, but I'm not a content creator, I don't even know what to post. But let me tell you, you don't have to be fancy, you don't have to be perfect, you just need to be real. आई मीन अगर तुम्हारा बिहारी एसेंट है, कोई भी एसेंट है, तुम लिखो उसमें, दैट विल बी द यूनिकनेस. ओके, देयर इज समवन हु राइट्स लाइक दिस, माय गॉड. ओके, दैट विल बी द यूनिक थिंग. So it's not like you have to be like, नहीं मेरे को फैंसी होना पड़ेगा, मेरे को एस्थेटिक चाहिए, नहीं चाहिए. ठीक है. Now here are few easy ways to start. While writing a post, if you don't have any idea, you can again write this in your notebook. Starting with number one is share a lesson from your last client call, or from somewhere you got rejected, or anything like that. Second is talk about a mistake you made and what you learned from that. For example, मैंने अप मेरे को एक टॉपमेट पे लीड मिला, बट मैंने वो लीड लिया ही नहीं, एंड टर्न आउट दैट वो दूसरे गोस्ट राइटर ने जब वो lead liya, that was one of the biggest lead I could have. So this is a mistake, and you can share the knowledge. You can share the lesson that never miss an opportunities just because तुम्हें आलस आया. Yeah. So this is what I'm talking about. Sharing a mistake and then the lesson you have to share, because people should know कि okay, मेरे को पता चल गया mistake इसने ये की है, but value क्या मिली है मेरे को. So this is what I'm saying. Now share your third point is share your why, like what makes you show up every day, and why you have been consistent, what are you bringing to the table, and all that stuff. Fourth can be answering a question which most people from your target audience ask. Fifth can be, a reflect on a challenge you overcome. For example, I wasn't that much extrovert, but I came on LinkedIn, I started writing, and this is what results I have been getting. And remember, if you are not writing to impress anyone, you are just writing to connect with people, and people want your perspective, your point of view, and not perfection. No one is perfect. Being perfect is a myth. Even I'm not perfect. Even after having a good followers, if I'll say I'm not perfect, then I think people with lack of followers, they are also not perfect. They do make mistakes. So that stop overthinking about being perfect. Yeah. So wrap up. May agar I'll say that final thoughts before we jump into Q&A, because मैंने बहुत ज़्यादा बोल लिया है already. So here's what I want you to take away from today, that writing is not optional anymore. It's how you stand out online. अगर आपकी online presence नहीं है और आपके पास बहुत अच्छा product है, बहुत अच्छी service है, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. अगर मेरे को पता ही नहीं है कि भाई ये बहुत अच्छे डिजाइन बनाता है, मेरे को पता ही नहीं है, तो मैं नहीं जाऊंगी आपके पास. तो अगर आप ऑनलाइन नहीं है, वो डिजाइनर वाला बंदा ऑनलाइन नहीं है, नहीं पता चलेगा किसी को. Second is ghost writing is not about being fake. It's the smartest tool to scale your voice when you don't have time. And the third is like anyone, like yes, even you can learn to write better or find someone who can help. It's not a big deal. Even if you think कि नहीं ghost writing कराऊंगा, लोग क्या सोचेंगे कि ये तो मेरी वॉइस नहीं है, दूसरों से कोई नहीं सोच रहा, इतना कोई इतना ध्यान नहीं दे रहा. And the sooner you start sharing your voice, the faster you'll build your authority. कि जितनी जल्दी आप स्टार्ट करेंगे, उतनी जल्दी आपको हेल्प मिलेगा. सो स्टार्ट नाउ, और मे बी जस्ट राइट अ पोस्ट टुमारो एंड टैग मी कि ओके मैंने लिखा. ठीक है, दैट आई बी हैप्पी टू सी. Okay, so I would love to stay connected after this. Feel free to DM me if you are curious about ghostwriting or need any kind of guidance, or you can also share the feedback कि बकबक के अलावा और क्या क्या किया है. So yeah, I hope मैंने बोर नहीं किया है. That's all from my side about ghostwriting and how to write. I'll just say, guys, start now without overthinking, because सिर्फ आप ही सोच रहे हो और कोई बाकी वाले लोग नहीं सोच रहे. Yeah, thank you.
It was a very great session. Thanks, Kashish.
Yeah, thank you. If there is
Okay,
any
so
kind of, yeah.
yes,
Yeah, so I'm just asking if there is any kind of doubts you have, you can ask and go ahead. Don't be like a 5 marker question, guys.
guys, ask your questions.
So तो नहीं गए हो guys.
Okay, so I have a question, Kashish. Right. So the thing is, I want to understand if someone wants to be in this field, like if someone is a beginner and wants to come in this field as a ghostwriter, how much someone can earn? Like you are in the industry, so you know the big players also. And so how much up to the mark, like the big cap? And second thing is, if someone is undervaluing their skill, right? Let's suppose someone is writing on LinkedIn and undervaluing their, you know, skill and undercharging. So what is the right time to, you know, mark your pricing or increase your pricing and how to understand this thing, like, right? Like when you have started, you also face this, right? People underpay you, paid you, and all those things, right? Because they have gone through all those steps similar, right? So what's your strategy on that?
Okay, so I'll say first, don't start it to earn money. Start it to express yourself. When I started, like I'm 18, so I don't started कि okay पैसे कमाऊँ ये करूँ independent woman बनूँगी नहीं नहीं. So I just started to express myself. Being a ghostwriter was never my aim. What I did was I just started. I wrote what I think. I wrote, I expressed my voice. What gradually happened is people started reaching out that okay, would you love, would you be available to write for me and stuff like that. Then I went and okay, I was like, okay, there's something like ghost writing, and then I searched on it, and then I went ahead for it. Now, if I'll ask about the chargings, it totally depends on the services you are providing. For example, there are so many types of ghostwriter. Ghostwriter who just take care of the content creation. They will just write for you. They'll just write content for you. They'll not have that password and all that stuff. Few people are there who just take care of the content part, engagement part, and that's it. Few people are there who take care of the content, engagement, and having that lead generation and all that stuff, doing the profile optimization and all that, like पूरी तरह से
Management.
प्रोफाइल की
Yeah.
केयर करना है सब करना. So it totally depends on the kind of service you are providing, and after you have that kind of service, you have to research in the market. You can go to Fiverr and go check out the pricing people have and what kind of services they are providing. अगर वो मैच होता है कि ओके मैं भी ये सर्विस प्रोवाइड कर रहा हूँ ये भी एक प्रोवाइड कर रहा है, do that thing, do the research, and then go for any kind of pricing. You can, either um, search it. You can talk with Chat GPT. But मतलब अगर मैं किसी pricing पे आई थी, that was after researching. That was after asking someone Chat GPT. Okay, this is what is happening. What should I do and all that stuff. So yeah, this is what I've been doing. I mean, the highest anyone can have is I've seen people charging $4,000, and I've seen people charging $500 only. So it totally depends on the kind of experience you are having, kind of portfolio you are having, kind of result you have been able to give to your client, and kind of service you are providing. So yeah, it totally depends.
I
Yeah.
would like to add a point on this, and
Hmm.
it also adds up like it also matters on the sales that it's being done. Like if the client is making $1,000 from your services, the services you have been provided, so it doesn't hurt them to pay you like $300 to $400.
Hmm.
So that's also depends on the sales that they are making. Like if they are doing $10,000, $5,000, that matters.
Yeah. Purchasing capacity makes sense.
Hmm.
Okay, so we have one question. Durgesh asked, like, so I think he's asking if he's a designer and using ChatGPT, is it okay to use it, right?
Can you come
For
again?
content.
Can I read the? Okay, this
Yes.
the one in the chat.
Chat. Yes.
Yes. If I'm creating content for my LinkedIn as a designer, sometimes I write by myself, sometimes I take help of ChatGPT. I share my writing style, but have seen that there is very less engagement. I'm a brand designer. Currently, I create content by my own, and like we are two designers, we work together, so it's a bit difficult to be consistent with content. So I take help of ChatGPT. Any suggestion on this? Okay, so I'm not saying that chat GPT का help लेना is wrong, but पूरा chat GPT पे depend होना कि भाई going to that create a post for me for LinkedIn, that is wrong. What I do when I take help of chat GPT, I what sometimes I just go, I feel like okay मैं उसको mic on करके सब बोल रही हूँ, this is what happened with my client, this is what I said, this is what he replied, this is what I said again, and all that stuff. I have already gave I've already given a prompt for ChatGPT. I've already told what kind of style I have. I've already shared what type of post I wrote on my profile. So first create a persona that okay ये किया है, वरना चैट जीपीटी जो देगा वो वही देगा जो ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल है. दैट विल नॉट बी योर वॉइस. सो इट इज समवन जिसका वॉइस था चैट जीपीटी ने बस आपको एक बना के दे दिया है फॉर लिंक्डइन. What I'll say, if you want to take help with ChatGPT, create a prompt for yourself. Tell ChatGPT your style, your tone, and everything about you. And then don't, even after having the persona, don't go to ChatGPT and say, okay, make a post for me. No, that will not build a authentic audience for you because वो फिर तो लोग भी ChatGPT पे जाके कर लेंगे. That will not be something new. So what I'm saying is उसको जाके तुम अपना स्टोरी बता दो. माइक में बोलने में कुछ नहीं होगा if you are not good enough with writing and you don't want to write and all that stuff. Go in the mic and say जो भी तुम्हारे दिन में हुआ, whatever the story you have, whatever the knowledge available stuff you have, and then ask जो मैंने तुम्हें prompt दिया है उस वाले prompt में लिखो. If you are a designer, I'll say कि जो भी आपका प्रोफाइल में हम एक लिंक अटैच कर सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर मैंने बुक एंड अपॉइंटमेंट वाला किया हुआ है तो यू कैन ऐड अ सी माई पोर्टफोलियो थिंग. वहाँ पे यू शुड गो फॉर योर पोर्टफोलियो बिकॉज और यू कैन ऑल्सो हैव द रिकमेंडेशन. जिन भी क्लाइंट्स के लिए आपने काम किया है आप रिकमेंडेशन ले लीजिए, आप इंडोर्स करा लीजिए, आप अपना पोर्टफोलियो अटैच करा लीजिए, आप सर्विस पेज बना लीजिए. दैट विल हेल्प यू. एंड बीइंग कंसिस्टेंट डजंट मीन आप लिख रहे हो भाई तुम सातों दिन लिख रहे हो. नो, तुम अगर 7 में से 4 दिन भी लिख रहे हो तो वैल्यूएबल स्टफ लिखो. कंसिस्टेंट मतलब ये नहीं होता तुम डेली डेली लिखो, बट अगर आपका रूल है कि आप हर दूसरे दिन लिखते हो तो हर दूसरे दिन लिखना इज कंसिस्टेंट. एंड इफ यू आर लाइक कि भाई मेरे को बस लिखना है, नाम के लिए लिखना है, तो आप नहीं लिखो. जस्ट शेयर दैट वैल्यूएबल स्टफ यू इफ यू हैव. एंड या दैट्स what I think I've answered your question. If there is any other doubt, you can again go for it.
Yes, makes sense. And Durgesh, you can see the previous, session on this topic. Abhishek has done an incredible job on this. So you can see his session, right, for more info. Yeah. So anyone have any more questions related to ghostwriting? First, let's take the picture, right? अपना
I
वो
think
तो
there is
like
one more. Uh, Nitin Kumar, for LinkedIn, try using Claude, DeepSeek. They are far better than ChatGPT as a normal answer is more like more human-like. I agree. Uh, but again, the thing is, don't totally depend on AI. AI से सब लिख सकते हैं. Use it. Don't rely on it. यूज करने के लिए इट्स गुड, वो यूज करने के लिए ही है एआई. बट उस पर रिलाई मत करो कि सीधा बस जाके उनसे पूछेंगे और हो जाएगा. दैट विल नॉट हेल्प यू बिल्ड अ यू नो a good audience or authentic audience something.
yeah.
All the best for you. What I do, I speak into a voice recorder and use AI to transcribe it and edit the post before posting. I mean, what's the question? I haven't got the question. This is by using AI. हाँ तो इट्स गुड अगर आप अपने आप से अपना कंटेंट दे रहे हैं. आप चैट चैट कि इट्स नॉट बी लाइक चैट जीपीटी आपको कंटेंट दे रहा है. आप उसको कंटेंट और उसको बोलो बस इसको तुम स्ट्रक्चर में ला दे भाई, जो मैंने तेरे को स्ट्रक्चर पहले से दिया हुआ है. बस ये हमारा काम होना चाहिए. नहीं, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yes.
So, guys, open your camera. अपना
Okay, also, guys, you whenever you are taking this selfie thing, post, tag a story on Instagram, and you can tag me. So I will also repost it. I'll share my Instagram account. I just started yesterday. I'm not very extrovert with this Instagram thing, but I just started. So don't judge me on that. I'll share that with you. Uh, So just take the screenshot and tag me there. I'll repost it.
share it in our group, Kashish.
Yeah, come again?
Share it in our group.
I'm not in the group. Should I share the link with use Nelita?
Yes, yes, you can.
I'll DM you on LinkedIn. Wait.
Okay.
Guys, I hope the session was not boring and थोड़ा valuable था वो. I know I'm a gapper, but
Yes.
थोड़ा valuable. Yeah, I'll
Good.
share.
It was
Yeah, okay. Everyone, open the camera, guys. जो लोग भी छुपे हुए थे अभी बाहर आ जाओ. स्क्रीनशॉट खींच देना भाई.
सब रात के टाइम में मेडिटेट कर देते हैं शायद.
Yes. Everyone, open the camera, guys. Anyone left?
Too many people are left.
Smile करो यार. Yeah. Thank you so much, Kashish. It was really awesome. You know the
Thank
session.
you.
And guys, please share your feedback in the group. We'll refer the cases, right? And please, you can share your feedback on LinkedIn also. Tag cases there, right? So, yeah, I hope it is valuable for you all. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much, Casis, once again.
Thanks for inviting me. Yeah, that's all.
okay, guys. Thank
Thank
you
you.
all for attending this session.